Welcome to the Jeremy Bamber and White House Farm podcast. In this episode, an actor reads the witness statement provided by Judith Jackson to Essex Police on the 9th of October 1985. Just before the twins were 7 months old, Sheila's social worker introduced her to Judith Jackson, who then became the first day foster parent for Nicholas and Daniel. Mrs. Jackson took over responsibility for the children for 5 days a week, relieving the pressure slightly for Sheila, who struggled with her mental health. Every morning, Sheila took the boys to Judith's home in a taxi provided by social services, and each evening the boys were driven back to their Hampstead home by Mrs. Jackson's husband, Anthony. The boys benefited from the care of Judith for approximately 18 months until, in January 1982, the responsibility was transferred to Mary Pat Lester. The following is what Judith told the police.
I was employed by Camden Social Services from the 7th of July 1980 until the 7th of January 1982 as a day foster mother to look after Nicholas and Daniel. It was about the beginning of July 1980 when I approached Camden Social Services with a view to day fostering. A short time later, I began fostering Nicholas and Daniel Caffell on a daytime basis. I was introduced to Sheila Caffell by a social worker prior to me having the children. This introduction is purely to ensure the parent and day foster parent are compatible. I had the children 5 days a week and in emergencies. Sheila would bring the children to my home, which was 86 Savernake Road, NW3 at this time, and then we moved to 95 Dartmouth Park Hill, N19. At first, Sheila walked the children to my home, and then after we moved, she brought the children by taxi. This was paid for by social services. My husband would take the children home. I found the 2 boys to be normal boys, but they had not been thriving properly prior to them coming to me. The reason I had the children was to ensure their well-being and to support Sheila. The children were above 12 months when they came to me. When Sheila brought the children, we would sit and have a chat about things. We became good friends. I was aware that Sheila had a number of friends and that she went to nightclubs regularly. I know that she went to Stringfellows, Annabelle's and the Purple Pussycat. I was aware that Sheila went to these clubs with an Iranian called Freddie. He bought her some very nice presents, clothes and things for the home. Freddie seemed very sweet, kind and gentle man. I believe he was fond of the twins. I have met Colin Caffell on a number of occasions. I was aware that Sheila had cosmetic surgery by means of breast implants. This was done about the 5th of August 1981. I was also aware that Sheila became pregnant 5 times. 1 was aborted and 1 she carried for 5 months. I knew that my brother, Justin White, now deceased, took photographs of Sheila prior to her cosmetic surgery. He may have taken some after the event as well. Sheila was very fond of her father, but found her mother very difficult. She described her to me as being evangelical. Sheila would say to me when she was dressed up, "Do I look sophisticated?" Sheila's appearance was very important to her. She had to keep up appearances. When I finished fostering the children, they were taken over by Pat Lester, who used to live somewhere in Camden Town. I found Sheila scatty and childish, like a 16-year-old child with 2 babies. It was impossible to hold an intelligent conversation. She was a loving mother who lacked basic childcare. I can also recall that Sheila worked as a domestic cleaner in Hampstead somewhere. She also said that she massaged some old man once a week. I can only recall meeting Jeremy once, when he collected Sheila and the children and then took them back to the farm after she'd been ill. On second thoughts, I think it was only the boys that Jeremy collected.